Okay, so we're playing Archon without DPS talents because I don't think you need them. I'd rather get more Benediction procs because prayer many bounces proc Benediction.
To gain entry to the Void Storm, the Cynosure of Twilight.
Unauthorized entry.
It is weird though because I try to cast Holy Fire after Chastise. It looks like the Paladin can freedom that off. So we're about to get, after Arcane Beam, I wish I'd have showed it. So what it does is it makes a puddle. And he does Crowd Dispersal. This is one of the most dangerous mobs in the dungeon. But it's not really that dangerous. It's pretty mellow first of all. So this is the Arcane Beam. He puts a circle on you and it puts a puddle.
Now leave before.
Okay, so this pull, I didn't Halo first pull. That's kind of a mistake. Because third pull is the dangerous one in terms of AoE. First pull has some AoE, and third pull has AoE. And we bloodlusted second pull. Where's my mouse? So this pull, you have the Holy Fire debuffs, and then also Polymorph. So if Polymorph gets off, I just feared because I didn't want Polymorph to get off. Because if they put a debuff on you, on your team, but this guy right here always stands still. He doesn't move. So it's like a gauntlet right there. Whoa, an evoker. Maybe they buffed the Demon Hunter spec because I've never seen a Demon Hunter at top. Oh, I just haloed and I was out of range, and it's a 30-second cooldown. Okay, so that pull is really hard. The books, they like do mega AoE damage. I'm not exactly sure how it works. And then the Pyroblast guy, the mage, he just tries to Pyroblast someone, so you have to kick it. I'm gonna divine him here. So this is again the Sentry Beam. This pull with the Sentry Beam is scary, but you get to see the scariness of the Sentry on first pull. Let's get Halo out. It's my only cooldown. I do have Health Potion.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
"20/20 visions and mirrors with metaphors." It's gonna port me to Argamar. I did not know we were doing such a difficult fourth pull. Cause that pull is kind of crazy. 2 dispel guys? Like I mean, if the tank could have done the pull, we would have been fine. But the tank didn't have cooldowns for that pull, even though he's the one who pulled it. Like, I can't do that pull if
the Cynosure of Twilight.
can't do that pull if my tank just needs a bunch of healing.
The
Like,
terrace
that's a
holds what
lot.
we require
Like, there's
to
some
gain entry
AoE
to the Void
damage, there's
Storm,
the Holy Fire
the
things,
Cynosure of
which the
Twilight.
Holy Fire things are a bit overtuned if you ask me. Oh, so... So this is the beam, this is the scary part. And then about 3 seconds after the beam, he casts like crowd control or something.
The terrace is forever closed to you. Now leave before.
Of course he left a message for me.
Ay, caramba!
I'm afraid you'll have to incapacitate the guards.
So this second pull, basically nothing scary is going on. I'm gonna Halo on cooldown. I'm trying to save Apotheosis for third pull. But I mean, I think I need Apotheosis on third pull, but the pull we just did fourth. Was pretty scary. Oh, I'm Archon, so Feather doesn't give me a speed boost. So if you jump down right here, you're gonna pull those guys, so... He wasted my Lightweaver stacks by me being confused there. So we'll Halo off the bat. Get Holy Words out. Apotheosis.
I need to target something first.
Okay, so I do have him for next pull. Because this pull is nasty. Eradicate. Like, I haven't seen a Demon Hunter who was actually good at the game. I don't know if he's good at the game or if...
But we can't afford to linger here.
The mage is bad at the game. I think he's good. Okay, so he's not doing the same pull he did last time. And he's still dying! Bro. Like, this pull is the same difficulty for me. Like, I did all of that without any cooldowns. Very stupidly, but... So I'll Dispel, and I think I'll just Divine him. It's kind of a stupid him, but... I think my tank is stupid, so...
To think Rama would go this far.
Yeah, I think this pull makes much more sense. Do it with the worms. So these worm guys are another critical mob in the dungeon. So when they die, they will explode in melee. So I need you guys to get in melee. Did they really explode him right when he used crowd control, bro? That's crazy. So we have 16 seconds. So we didn't actually... Okay, so let me explain the Mana Worm, guys. So, what the Mana Worms do, you see this 6 stack of buff on me? That increases damage by 1% per worm guy.
You'll go no further, Umbrick. These new defenses were specially made with you in mind.
So like an optimal route would do the worm guys right before the boss, so they explode and then you pull the boss. What that would give you is like 18% damage on the boss. And you want to do them like one after the other. Not pull them at the same time. But you want to explode one group and then pull the next one like immediately.
All students must follow policy. Compliance is not optional.
So I just pulled for the guy. I'm pretty deep into PTR testing. That's what I'm literally going to be doing on live, is pulling for people. So he has an Arcane Explosion, he knocks you back. Then he's going to cast a debuff on us. So he debuffed me and the Devourer, the Demon Hunter. So
Compliance is not optional.
I dispelled him first because it's a root. So you want to dispel melee first, even though he's not melee, he's a ranged Demon Hunter. But okay, so he's going to knock us back and then he's going to go into his intermission. So the knockback followed by intermission.
Please stand by.
So the intermission, he summons these balls, and we have to break the balls.
Distraction terminated.
Guys, fuck you! And if the balls hit him, you take damage. So I took 2 balls of damage. I was taking extra damage.
Resume disciplinary measures.
So yeah, that's what happens when the balls hit the boss. They do AoE damage to everyone. Instead of one person taking the damage, everyone takes the damage. So it's like I soaked 3 balls. You soak 3 balls, you're just dead. So Arcane Explosion.
Proceeding with impairment. Enjoy detainment.
I'll dispel the Evoker.
Compliance
I don't think
is
that
not
thing always chooses the healer. Like, maybe it does, but... maybe we'll get a 3rd one. So he's going to explode again, then he's going to go into intermission. So it's 2 explosions, then intermission. I'm just going to Apotheosis.
Please stand by.
I really don't get any damage from Apotheosis. Okay, you get those, Paladin. I'll take... you can take all 3 of them. Well, that was interesting. They all spawned in a line. I've never seen them all spawn so close to each other. Oh, also he's doing 20% more damage because we let a ball go into the boss. So when he lets a ball go in, he just does double damage, or 20% more damage. So this is like a 17.
Proceeding with impairment.
How did I not get knocked back?
Enjoy detainment.
I'm just gonna Halo here.
Demands compliance. Proceeding with
Okay, so he's gonna explode and then he's gonna use protocol thing.
refueling. Please stand by.
So again, the balls are gonna spawn. I like to get a ball as quickly as possible. I try to get 2, honestly. I think on live.
Distraction terminated.
Use that item yet.
Guys!
Distraction terminated.
Can I do 1.2 million?
Resume disciplinary measures. Please return
No.
to class.
Do we all understand how that guy works? Well, I soaked 2 balls and we failed. Like, I think we're losing the mage too. I knew this would happen, man. Do you understand that, boss? DH? I mean, maybe that kind of thing would be healable if I expected it, but maybe not though, because after the second ball win, he was doing 40% extra damage. So it just, you just have to do the mechanics, man. I don't understand. Oh, Daisy's here. Daisy, you sleeping? You're a good girl. Do I want this tank? You have to soak the balls. Like, it's the freest boss. But I lost my Evoker Mage duo. I don't know if I want this warrior. I'll take him, I guess. We'll find out if he knows the dungeon. My power was out for like 2 hours today. Okay. He says he's 3.7k on his monk. He says monk is the most OP tank defensively. Really? There's 2 brewmasters testing. This tank says brewmaster is the best. Alright, I can take a warlock. I think they're still broken in terms of DPS. Okay, we'll go again.
The terrace holds what we require to gain entry to the Void Storm. The Cynosure of Twilight.
So I used Apotheosis early. Doesn't really matter, because I don't have Imperial Blaze or anything.
The terrace holds
I
what
just
we
want to
require
test the
gain entry
whole
to the Void
dungeon.
Storm. The Cynosure of Twilight.
At least the second boss. Alright, so the sentry guy is the most dangerous guy in here. He also has the most health, so I'm basically losing very little value from not having holy fires. In terms of DPS, I don't think I'm losing that much. Oh, but letting the mage be polymorphed, that is a lot of damage lost. Oh, he's playing Arcane? How about that, Arcane? Alright, I know who I'm PIing now.
You were warned, Umbric.
So I have the mage focus. I guess my focus frame is behind my other thing.
Of course he left a message for me.
So
I'm
this
afraid
second
you'll have to
poll, most
incapacitate
dangerous thing is
us.
the holy fires, and that is a constant theme for the whole first boss trash area. How are you doing 18k? Oh! Dang it. This is actually extremely bad. What? It's at 10 seconds stun now? I thought it was 5. We were actually in big trouble. Let's divine him. I didn't realize you could actually have a bad pat here. So the books. So I just pulled for the tank. Someone was pinging to pull. It's probably the mage. He wanted to put his damage into the big guy, not the books. This warlock is actually insanely pathetic. Did warlocks get nerfed?
How I've missed.
He's literally doing healer damage.
But
Like,
we
I could
can't
do
afford to linger here.
18 to 40k on a pull of that size. Okay, next time the holy fire debuffs come out, I'm gonna mass dispel this. I like Desert Prayer here.
To think Ramath would go this far to keep me out.
So Arcane Beam. Looks like he like Shadow Meld or something. But I'll never be able to tell because I used to have a way to track that on my UI. I could see when Shadow Meld buff popped up on their frames. Now, not so. Okay, I like that. Okay, so you wait for first, this guy's got a good route. So he's gonna do his knockback ability now. He doesn't have a good route. Like, you should get these okay, so let me explain the bird guys.
You'll go no further, Umbric.
Or the worm, mana worm guys.
Were specially made with you in mind.
I seem to be detained. The construct ahead is heightening Ramath's spellwork. Destroy it.
So the worms, they explode. And we'll be able to see it the next time. So when they die, they explode and they give a buff to everyone in the area, whether it's us and the enemies. So we'll get a damage and healing buff, 1% per guy who dies.
All students must follow policy.
What? And we're not doing all the worms? Okay,
Compliance is
that's
not
dumb.
optional.
So he's gonna do a slam, it's gonna knock us back. Then he's gonna put debuffs on people. That's a slam, here comes the debuffs. Dispel the melee if there are any. So I'll dispel the Demon Hunter. It's a
Policy
root.
demands compliance. Proceeding with impairment.
So then he does second explosion, then he does his intermission.
Refuel. Please stand by.
So intermission is he's gonna spawn these balls on the side of the room.
Resuming disciplinary measures.
Oh, my prayer of mending moved on my frames yet again. That's gotta be the most annoying thing right now. The cooldown manager just doesn't save what I change. Okay, so he's gonna do 2 knockbacks. This is his first one. It's not really dangerous. You literally can just... You can take all day to heal through it. So I'm gonna try to heal myself the rest of the way up with...
Policy demands compliance.
I'm just gonna mass dispel the mage. I'm gonna wait. Probably shouldn't have for like multiple reasons. First being probably mana. So that's the second knockback. It's always second knockback, then you have the intermission. Did they like add balls to that? I feel like there's more than there was. Like it used to be super easy.
Policy demands compliance.
So he's gonna do Arcane Explosion in a second.
Proceeding with impairment.
Then he'll do the second one. Well, he'll do the debuffs.
Please remain still. Compliance is not optional.
This is absolutely the worst DPS player I've ever seen on beta. He's literally doing, I can literally do most of the
A
damage he
crude
just did.
solution, but effective.
I think I can do
This door
12
sure
or
should be just
something, maybe
ahead.
14 single target. I think 10 single target's very reasonable if you have like, if you're not just
Too
spec
far
full into
away.
heals, which is what I am, but I'm just healing through this. Holy cow. We got the glaive and we got the worms. This is actually about to turn insanely scary. That's the spell. So while these guys have the worm debuff, they're doing 21% more damage, or 12% more damage. Let's divine him. Wish I would have did spell before that, but whatever. Use my mastery trinket.
Still recharges.
Only the strongest survive.
It's not ready yet.
Oh god, this is death. We can't. Okay, maybe it's not lost. I thought it was lost. I thought we did a triple pull. So the biggest threat in this pack is the Spellbound Enforcer. No! Ah, man. Like, that's probably like 30% harder for me because
Welcome,
I was playing with
friend.
basically 2 DPS.
Have a good one.
Like, you can have, it's okay to be doing like 60% or like, you know, 40%. But he's literally doing like a quarter. Yeah, he's doing less than a quarter. Like, go do the 12, dude. Go do the 12. You'll be doing half of the people's damage in 12, maybe. But, I mean, you're just wasting everyone's time if you literally... I mean, I shouldn't be like that, but... And this is actually perfect. This is a really nice comp for Holy Priest. Like, Warrior's pretty tanky. Then I have 2 pretty tanky DPS, and then I have a Mage, which is tanky if they're good, and he is pretty good, I think. So... Daisy, are you asleep? Are you to sleep? Why do you want less second pull? Does it really matter? But, I mean, you can less... Mage might need a rezone. No, he's just in Stormwind.
The terrace holds what we require to gain entry to the Void Storm. The Cynosure of Twilight.
Okay, so I'm gonna open my edit mode. Cooldown manager. It literally just keeps moving my
The terrace holds
abilities.
what we require to gain entry to the Void Storm. The Cynosure of Twilight.
Unauthorized entry, please hold.
He's gonna beam me. So you get the beam, you drop the puddles. That's how it works. And he does crowd control right after, which is an AoE. Look at that. This is what it usually looks like. It's like Demon Hunter on the very bottom.
You were warned, Umbric. The terrace is forever closed to you. Now leave before...
Of course he left a message for me. I'm afraid you'll have to incapacitate the guards.
So second pull is maybe harder, but if you dispel on cooldown, you should be okay. I can also use mass dispel for this pull. I'm very much useless in terms of DPS though.
I don't have a target.
Man, we killed that pull in 15 seconds? That's crazy, man.
Can't use that item yet.
So these codexes, they do quite a bit of damage. And it's the Pyromancer, he's like, he does some damage. I think he puts like a little fire dot on people. Ignition, yeah, it's a little fire dot. And then he also does a Pyroblast, so that has to be kicked. So if you have a death to Pyroblast, I would say that's the DPS's fault, because we don't have kicks anymore as
We
healers.
can't afford to linger here.
So next time a debuff goes out, I'm going to use Mass Dispel. What is this debuff? Haste increased by... Where'd we get that haste buff from?
To think Rama would go this far to keep me out.
So when the mobs are close to death, I'm gonna Divine Him. He's about to use his ability, and the mobs are gonna explode. So I hemmed early because I thought the mobs would explode partway through, which they kind of did.
I simply wish you
Oh,
had lasted
what
a little
happened?
longer.
Oh, arcane overload, or crowd control from the sentry. What?
Still recharging.
You'll go no further, Umbric. These new defenses were specially made with you in mind.
I seem to be detained. The construct ahead is hyping
Tank is mad at
Rometh's
people for
spellwork.
pulling.
Destroy it.
All students must follow policy. Compliance is not optional.
I think the best route is you just pull the little guys and you don't pull the things in the back. And then you pull that pack second.
Measures necessary.
So he's gonna knock us back?
Enjoy detainment. Compliance is not optional.
Is he gonna explode again?
Suppressive measures necessary. Refueling. Please stand by.
I hate that, like, there's zero way to pool my... Holy cow, we did it. Oh my gosh. Tank took 4 of them. What a gamer.
Disciplinary measures.
I've never seen people take 4.
Compliance.
So he's
is
gonna
not
root us.
Closer.
Oh, he's gonna do a tank buster, then he's gonna root us. I'm gonna heal the tank extra because he was a gamer. Used it defensive during the intermission.
Suppressive
Wouldn't have it for a tank
measures
buster.
necessary.
So this is first explosion. Don't have to rush to heal this up. I'll do 2
Enjoy
spells.
detainment.
Dispel the Evoker, or the Demon Hunter.
Policy demands compliance.
We're gonna get refuel protocol. So I'm gonna...
Proceeding with impetus.
I'll wait for the knockback to happen.
Refueling. Please stand by.
Now I have some movement spells for... Like I have the Holy Words plus...
Resume disciplinary measures. Compliance is not optional.
A crude solution, but effective. The Cynosure should be just ahead.
So now we have a huge buff. We have 16% haste, or damage amp, going into this next pull. We have 20% if you were in melee properly. Demon Hunter got 0 damage amp because he doesn't know how the dungeon works. So there's the Enforcer guy, I think it's called Enforcer. I'll double check. Spellbreaker? The Spellbreaker guy? No, it is Enforcer. Okay, so the Spellbreaker is the one with Rune Glaive. But the Enforcer guy, I think he also has Rune Glaive. I'm confused. I don't want to use any cooldowns here. I want to use Halo on the next pull, and then I want to use Apotheosis on the pull after that, which is kind of a Bloodlust pull. On a high key, people were telling me. So again, I'm gonna Halo next pull, and Apotheosis pull after. You kind of have to just go slow through this. This trash is pretty nasty. So the Enforcer is gonna throw a glaive at us. I'm fairly certain that's what he does. So I'll Halo. It is a Spellbreaker. Okay, so the Spellbreakers are the dangerous ones. So this one I should have honestly just used nothing, because this pack is not scary. The scary thing is the Spellbreakers. They throw a glaive at you, and it bounces to another friendly target. So you got a 2-target dot to heal. So we're gonna come up on this 2-target dot. Okay. I think I wanna Apotheosis, or I have Apotheosis. Should be able to recover here. So you get a 4-target dot. So the glaive is programmed so that it can't go on the same target, but there's 2 Spellbreakers, right? And you also have the guy making whatever that is. So they're about to throw their glaives again. So all 4 non-tank players I think should get the debuff. I don't think it can go on tanks. So you got a 4-target healing thing.
Zaranel,
I can't
stand
use that
down.
item yet.
I have permission from Lorthamar himself. Liar! None shall lay hands on the Cynosure!
I'm gonna rocket jump if they pull it.
The Cynosure remains here! Kill Fidal! Restrain him. I'll take care of these shields. Mark for defeat! Speak no more! I am unyielding.
Bro, I even fucking pinged you.
Your fall is written.
He's gonna make it really hard for me here. So when you break that's the whole fight. You break the orbs, you get the glaive on you. You break it with the thing. So I'm just gonna try to get holy words back, both of them. Hopefully I get a.
Fall is written. Speak no more.
I'm gonna Apotheosis.
I am unrelenting. Mark for defeat.
This guy's like stressing me out. He has no idea what the dungeon does. This is gonna be experience on PTR. This is what you will see. Like I used so much mana just healing through that. So it used to be 3 of those things. You used to literally get 3. Now it's 2. So you break one, you wait 2 seconds, you break the other. And then when he says silence, you go in the...
Help me remove the wards around the Cynosure.
Sereno, the void has broken through. We're too
I'm out of
late.
range.
So I just typed out how to do last boss. So I said, I will assign quadrants. You have to soak the soak in the quadrant or we will die. We're basically past the hard stuff. Like, that boss is still hard, even with 2 breaks. Particularly if your group has no idea what they're doing. This mage is a good player, I think he just hasn't done much testing. Like, I can tell he's a good player. But if he was a really good player, he would have understood that when I gripped him through the pink the first time, it meant that's how you get rid of your debuff. Like, he throws a glaive at you, you get this circle around you, and then you have to get rid of the circle. Like, it's not that complicated. It's quite a relief. Most of the bosses are pretty uncomplicated. I'm just gonna Halo. So I think these Void Callers, they do some kind of AoE. I forget what it's called, but they do some kind of AoE.
Need a target.
I'm pretty sure. Conjuring Shadows? Yeah, Consuming Shadows? Yeah, it's a pretty nasty AoE. So we should see probably 2 more of those Void Weaver guys. Or those, whatever that Warlock pet is that they have. Void Warden or something? I don't understand what this dot is. They just take damage, and I think that's what it is. Because I've seen that before and I was wondering what it was, but that's definitely not a debuff from this dungeon. It must be a personal debuff. So, the new Devourer just sets himself on fire? That's what it seems like to me. So yeah, I really should have used a cooldown for that Void Lord AoE that was on the last pack, because we're coming up on the next boss and alright, I'll Halo. I was sitting on it for a little. I thought we might be pulling more. We are not. So it's literally just a pull off for me. I don't have to do anything. I'll save my Holy Nova for next pull. Try to use it right away. I really think we should have combined these pulls. I understand wanting to be safe though, but I'm pretty sure this is the only... No, okay, so the Void Caller... What does this Tyrant guy do? Oh, he applies the Heal Absorb. It's a curse, I believe, and you have to get it off, or you have to heal through it. Looks like somebody procced my GS. It's actually so cringe, just spamming flash heal like I was just doing to heal off a healing absorb like that. Okay, Consuming Shadows. I'm gonna Apotheosis. Yeah, so it's the Consuming Shadows is pretty scary. Like, it's not scary with the cooldown. If you don't have a cooldown, it's pretty scary. So I just typed out, when an arrow goes on you, go to the boss that's pointing at you. I expect Demon Hunter to just smack this, or Warlock to smack this boss. What is this? Did they add a mechanic to this boss? I think they added this mechanic. I don't remember it. So that was the second mechanic where he points at you and you have to go to the thing. Third mechanic is he grips you in. It looks like they made it do a little more damage because this boss was like Omega a joke for the first while I tested it. So then he duplicates again. He's 6 of him. Okay, so this Cosmic Sting. So then again, you gotta go to the guy who's you're pointing at. That removes the shield. So they get a shield. And they have the shield when the thing happens. Okay, so third mechanic, Astral Grasp. Man, they added a lot of damage to this boss. I swear. There was basically no damage before. It was actually the most free boss I'd ever seen. In terms of healing. Okay, so we're getting the...
Still recharging.
How about that? This boss is fun now. Okay, then Grasp, so we gotta run away. It's actually critical to run away as a healer because it actually kind of hurts now. You could definitely die to it. And if you get pulled in, like if you get pulled all the way in, it just like smacks you. Okay, so I'm Apotheosis. So they have a shield active while the arrow is pointing at you. They also share health. Yeah, I'm so far behind. I'm just gonna divine him. We're literally gonna wipe if he doesn't read the chat. Like that one, it wasn't really critical. Like it's fine that he didn't know what's going on. Like it just is a DPS loss, right? Like that's okay. It's just take us 20 seconds longer. But for the next boss is actually terrifying. Because you're just reliant on your group. Like the damage check is a little bit hard, I think. To heal, the heal check, I mean. It's not that hard. There are other harder heal check bosses. Okay, so we're doing one of the Shadow Rift Void colors. These guys are hard. So they do have the spell, not Call of the Void. It's like Despicable Shadows or something like that. I don't know. Consuming Shadows. So I used PI as my cooldown for that. I'm legit using... I think you're correct to use PI as a healing cooldown during the learning phase of the dungeons. Like, because during the learning phase of the dungeons, you're at least probably 2 levels lower than your cap, right? Like, most people can do 12s, right? So, Devouring Tyrant. So this guy is not scary. He just gives a heal absorb. I'm gonna Apotheosis anyways. Okay, it should be a lot easier for the tank to handle the heal absorb, because he's gonna get it again. But he's not taking like that much damage because it's just the Void Caller guy still up. So we got one more pull, then we got boss. I think we have 2 more pulls. Okay, so this is actually a really scary pull. So we're gonna get the AoE. Consuming Shadows is coming. I think I lose the Demon Hunter for sure. Yep, I lost him. It's definitely a scary pull. I like when the big mobs are the scary ones. It's like really easy to remember. So is Void Caller the one with Consuming Shadows? So I really wish they would have focused this guy first. He's actually pretty scary. Alright, I think I can go.
You need to get closer.
I'm going up. They can catch up.
Champion, I know what to do. I'll need to attune the
I'm out of
Cynosure
range.
to the Void Storm. What is that monstrosity? You keep it occupied while I channel the spell and end this chaos.
We got one shot at this, guys. Like, That's Apotheosis. So there's a tank debuff that you have to dispel. So he has to get out of melee to get dispelled. That's that's the soak. The Demon Hunter just got the soak there. Tank's about to get the soak. Was it the mage, dude? Yeah, fuck you, mage. You have one job. He literally didn't know any mechanics at all. I explained the mechanics. Yeah, you are bad, dude.
What a disappointment you are.
The tank left. God dang it, man. I'm just gonna clip that, and if I don't get that dungeon timed, I'm just gonna publish that VOD. We basically killed the boss, right? So like, I think that's reasonable. I think this is the one we do. Alright, we'll find a new group. But there's a surplus of healers right now. I have to do my own get key. So I think I go Myasara Caverns. That's what I want to do. Oh, it's set up to Mythic. The tank just like quit the game. He's not playing anymore.
What are you doing, Daisy? Are you being a silly Billy? Come up. Come in. Come in. Oh, thank you. What a good girl. You can get some lap time. Isn't that nice? Why do you smell so bad? What have you been... Were you playing in something nasty? Let me see your bottom.
Okay, well, I got no friends online, and there's literally no keys active. I'm the only key active. So, I mean, which other keys do I want to do? So, honestly, it might be just really instructive to use that, um,
Fatality.
to use that video where we wiped the last boss, because you just die. You just die if you miss a soak. There's no recovering from it.
Fatality.
What the heck is this?
Fatality.
Why are you so stinky today, Daisy? How'd you be so stinky? What happened? What happened? What happened? You're so stinky. Are you being stinky girl? Are you being a stinky girl? What did you roll in? I don't know. Your top of your head smells clean. Maybe it's your bottom. I don't know. Let's check your bottom again. I thought it was clean. Okay, you got a little dingleberry. We can fix that. Come here. Come here. Come on. You got a dingleberry. I gotta fix it. We get it? I'm gonna have to get this dingleberry off.
Fairly decent.
Okay, we got it.
I gotta wash my hands. It feels okay. Like, it doesn't feel like a holy word or anything. It feels like it's, I don't know. It feels like, I guess it feels like a flash heal and a third, because that's what it is. So you can feel it, the difference between a benediction and a flash heal. But I don't know if the one thing I want is them to give heal back, because the more I've thought about it, the more I'm like, well, heal could serve a really good function, because Surge of Light is such an important part of the kit now that you can use it on Prayer of Healing as Archon, and it's actually, it feels really bad playing Oracle because you can't use it on Prayer of Healing as Oracle, and you don't get the procs. You don't get any guaranteed procs like with Halo. So I think Archon is going to be best. Okay, there's another druid trying to do the same key as me. I hate you, druid. We can check our overall healing and see how much benediction was doing. So 4%. I can't see how many casts I had. So I don't know, like a quarter of my, roughly a quarter of my. There's no way. It's probably like a fifth or a sixth. Probably one out of every 6 casts was a benediction, and it did a quarter of my healing. It's just a guess.
What's up? Pleasure doing business with ya.
So
Fatality. Fatality.
The group finder's totally glitched out. Not in dungeons. So I think you're already strong enough. Like I guess you could take it instead of divinity, but I think divinity is stronger because it gives you two movement cooldowns. So Apotheosis and Halo are a movement cooldown, and then you have one cooldown where you are locked in place, right? So I think you basically have to take tier 2 Benediction because it's all healing 12%. There's not really. I think Naru. I don't know how much Divine Image is healing. It's 5%. So this is literally. This talent point is literally worth over double a capstone. So you have to take that. And like if you like maybe there's going to be a boss where like there could be a dungeon where the hardest heal check is a boss that does something every 1 minute. Like that very well could be the case. Hmm. I can drop Desperate Times. I think I'd rather drop Desperate Times. Um. Yeah, I can test it. I tested it before while Benediction was worse than Flash Heal, and it wasn't great. Let's see, do we want to do Windrunner's Spire again? Like, I think I've already done it though, like on both specs.
Fatality!
I tested it, I don't like it that much. I think it's viable. You can use it, and you can definitely. You're just losing a little bit of HPS. So as long as you're not doing like a 12 on the first week, I think you could use it the whole first week and be totally fine. I think it needs to be 25%. In order for it to be good, it needs to number one, most importantly, it cannot be a two stack thing. Because right now, it's a two stack thing. Where you only get two of them. And it's like like, if you have three holy words, you can literally save one of your cooldowns and just use three holy words and probably cover an AoE mechanic as long as it's not like longer than 7 seconds, right? So you can't really, with two Ultimate Serenities, I don't think that's enough to cover a mechanic. Um, but it is really nice. It's really fun to play. Like it's super fun. It's insanely fun. I actually really like if I had my way, I think I would just play it. But I don't get my way because it's undertuned. And Blizzard literally said they are undertuning it on purpose.
Fatality! Fatality!
Yeah, it needs to be
That would
25%
help.
of your healing so that it's like 1 3/4, at least 20%, so 1 2/3 of a Serenity. And I think it's way better. I think it's way better. Hmm, maybe. I think there are structural cooldown issues in Raid. Um, and I do think it will be Archon in Raid and Dungeons. So on a heroic mode raid, I think you can probably perform just as well. as an Archon as if you are an Oracle. In in a Mythic raid, I don't see you competing with Archon as Oracle because you're generally you're not super overhealing fights. Like it's not like there's 3 heal fights that you're 4 healing. I mean, that sometimes is the case on the first couple bosses. But if overhealing is not a factor at all, then Archon it just does so much more healing. Like raw healing, it just a lot more. That and you have a lot better mana because your prayer of healing, you're gonna get I think you get 4 extra prayer of healings per minute because of your well maybe 2.5 extra prayer of healings per minute that are for the same amount of mana. So if you're ever running out of mana, I think Archon will pull ahead again. Uh, it's just Archon has an extra cooldown. Like it has the same number of cooldowns as other healers. Like you have Healing Tide Totem, you have Spirit Link Totem, and you have Ascendance. That's 3 cooldowns. Now, one of the healers has 2 cooldowns. It's called Oracle Holy. It's the only healer I think with 2 cooldowns. So I think what they should do is try to make every healer have two big cooldowns and 1 medium cooldown. Come to think of it, Disc only has 2 cooldowns. It has Evanged and it has Divine Ultimate Penitence. But Ultimate Penitence is like probably the strongest cooldown in the game right now. Maybe Rewind is as good as Ultimate Penitence because it's shorter cooldown and it can probably cover every single ability. A damage event that Ultimate Penitence can cover, I think Rewind can probably cover it. If you have good echoes out, then you can do some supplemental healing with it as well. But yeah, I don't know. I just think Oracle. I think Piety needs to be an active ability as Oracle, but that's not going to happen because of Discipline. So they need to make the Oracle tree different for Holy and Discipline, and they need to give Piety back to Holy as an on-use ability, a 2-minute on-use ability. Like, if I had the choice between, okay, you get Piety as Oracle, or you get Halo as Archon, but the choice is you get nothing as Oracle, you get a little bit better, like, rotational healing as Oracle, and I don't even know if that's the truth anymore. You get better spot healing. You don't get better rotational healing because you get better spot healing as Oracle, and you get better AoE healing as Archon. A lot better AoE healing. Your Prayer of Healing gets like, I think it's 15% cast reduction speed. Hopefully I don't get kicked from the key. If the group is full, can someone tell me I'm outside? And I don't bring my phone to check it. But yeah, I think Oracle. I loved Oracle. I loved it. I love healing with single target to do AoE healing. I think it's like the most fun thing in the game. Like there's something about it that just really tickles my fancy, yeah? Okay, we're not full. But like having an extra charge of Prayer of Mending isn't like it's not a good enough incentive to play Oracle. I think a low level player there who's in like a normal or heroic mode will maybe do more healing as Oracle. That's actually like the thing I'm the most proud of for my channel. I don't want to be just a follower. Like, why not just read someone else's guide if I'm just gonna copy their guide? Archon is all Po. 20 to 30% of your healing is Prayer of Healing as Archon. I haven't even tested Void Weaver on beta because everyone just telling me it's so bad. Like I could do that, but I don't really want to grief my team. Like I guess I could test it in a 12, but I don't want to do a 12. I want to do a 15. So I mean, if I test it on a 15 and I can't do the healing required, then I'm just gonna get kicked and or the group's gonna fall apart. Like people are like first week of the season, people are not gonna leave like Insta. But in PTR, people will just leave Insta if they think it's a waste of time. Um, I don't know. I'm starting to become more optimistic about Holy Priest than I was because of Archon is actually fun. Yeah, it's just Oracle in War Within. There was managing your premonition was a reasonably high skill cap and a pretty low skill floor or a high skill floor. So you have to have a certain amount of skill to be able to get the value out of it. Whereas Void Weaver is just don't use your Mind Blast uh, if AoE is coming in 12 seconds. But if it's coming in 18 seconds, you can use it. I think I will start probably. I'll spend most of my time as disc probably because I'm trialing in melee mechanics, which is like rank 13 US guild. So it's a really good guild. So I need to have my muscle memory built up when playing disc because I'm 99% sure that disc is going to be
Hey, how you doing?
um
Keep it real.
the way to play in raid. So I'll probably spend most of my time as disc.
Fatality.
So maybe like 2 days a week I'll play holy and 4 days a week I'll play disc, and then I might not play one day. Um,
Fatality. Fatality.
exactly. Archon movement feels bad outside of the fact you have the Surge of Light procs. Because we have holy words and we have prayer bending to heal on the move as an Archon. Oracle movement feels really good. Like it actually feels good. It feels almost better playing like having the 2 charges of prayer bending feels so good. It's just I think Archon has enough single target healing to heal anything in Mythic Plus. I don't think Oracle has enough AoE healing to heal everything in Mythic Plus. Like not only is your Prayer of Healing weaker, but also uh it's longer cast and you don't have like you can have Halo healing people during some mechanics that you can't with Archon. So I kind of had a misunderstanding of how so this was my overall of Magister's Terrace, 24% prayer of healing. And that's kind of maybe it's a little high. I think 20 is kind of low and I think 27 is high for prayer of healing overall. Okay, so I kind of had a misunderstanding of how this dungeon worked a little bit. First pull is very hard in this dungeon. It's a bloodlust
My
pull,
sisters were the last
and you
tears of
pull
these
like the
halls, but
whole platform.
through their home and their
It's 3
blood
packs.
away. If we can calm the spirits here, maybe
So
they'll
I'll get
return.
Lightweaver up.
The Ranger General was sharp and steadfast,
It's actually
while
4
the
pucks.
Peacekeeper kept the calm.
We're gonna get 2 debuffs.
I need to target something first.
So I opened with Halo, then I used him. We're gonna get the debuff again soon. I'm gonna use my Mastery Trinket. We'll use Holy Nova. I already used it. We're probably gonna get the debuff again. So I'm gonna go over here and grip the tank. I meant to grip him towards the way we were gonna go, but I gripped him the wrong direction. Tank says, you can't mount? Okay, so this tank has not done this dungeon very much.
Barisa was the peacekeeper of our family. She spent many days tending to the garden.
So 4 seconds on
The wilderness has overtaken it now.
Okay, so the rogue was line of sighting me. I'm gonna die. Someone's gonna die. Hunter's gonna die. Ah!
Your survival.
God, that was such a messy pull, dude. That took so long to get ready. And because the rogue line of sighted me, I fell so far behind. Like, you gotta res me, tank. Okay, we're gonna reset. Rogue line of sighted me. I wanted to just dispel the rogue, and I was gonna desperate prayer myself. But I'm gonna have to teleport. It's teleports used to Orgrimmar, and then like I did well on the first pull. It's the debuffs, man. Like I think Warlock, unironically, is just gonna be super valuable in a lot of dungeons because. So at least in Magister's Terrace in this dungeon, there are some 2-target dispels, and we no longer have premonition, so we can't just cheese every single dispel in the game. I don't know. I don't really want to use. So Divinity is already strong enough. Like I want this 20% extra healing. I will say though, on the first pull when I used him, okay, fine, I'll test it. I don't want to test it though. Oh, I guess I can't test it. He put the dungeon in.
My sisters were the last to visit these halls, but
So I can't check who's doing the most damage.
if we can calm the spirits here, maybe they'll return. The Ranger General was sharp and steadfast, while the Peacekeeper kept the calm. Which path will you choose?
So I opened with Halo, and I GS'd the guy who I didn't get to dispel. So now I'm in Apotheosis. Okay, that was smooth. 109k, 21% overheal, or prayer mending. Second pull. Okay, I think we're going all the way down. It just took 12 years to get all the way down.
Barisa was the peacekeeper of our family. She spent many days tending to the gardens here, but the wilderness has overtaken
I'll
it.
Halo. I'll use Mastery Trinket. I'll Master Spell. Let's get Blue Holy Word back. I just spam Flash Heal until I get Holy Word back. Dispel for Hunter. I'll dispel the Hunter again. So I GS'd myself because I didn't have a dispel, and there was already another debuff out. I did use a lot of mana just spamming Flash Heal there. So there's a poison in this place, it's actually pretty scary. I can't heal anyone. Out of line of sight. Okay, this is a big pull, and it's a huge pull if you pull the links. Last group I was in pulled the links. So this has like spiders that just do a poison on you. You gotta heal through it, unless you're a druid, then you don't have to heal anything, you're just OP. And when there's also the magic debuff, so you can get the poison and the magic debuff, and it's pretty rough on the healer. Alright, I got an Apotheosis. I think the tank healed me. Please get mana! So the Apex Lynx, he like jumps on people, if I recall. I'll give tank GS so we catch up. So the Apex Lynx, like if you do it on top of another pack, it's actually very scary, but I don't think you need any healing cooldowns for this pull if you do it naturally. It looks like there's a bleed on the tank. Okay, so there's a freezing trap. You can't dispel that apparently.
The soothing sounds of my harp brought Verisa joy beyond measure. I'll need that relic.
I'm gonna rocket jump. Rocket jump is a mana cooldown. Similar to the other one, but you have to be out of combat. Okay, I was about to use GS on the tank, but he used a spell instead, so I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna Halo. That is actually a very nice Halo. I'm gonna Divine him. Like you Divine him plus Halo, you build up 2 stacks of Surge of Light. Oh, what is this? Okay, I don't have my Dispel Magic on my bars. This trash is pretty much a non-issue. I say that and then I'm almost dead. Alright, fine, I'll use GS, or Pain Sub, or Desperate Prayer.
Well now, that Dragonhawk seems to have stolen my heart.
So it looks like they want us to
Won't
drop
let you close
the...
that front.
He wants us to drop the things on the outside over on this side for some reason. So he does that,
I don't have a thought.
then he goes into his AoE move. So we're gonna try to heal through. Be diligent about not wasting mana. Ho ho! Almost lost that guy. He got hit by the tornado. So we're gonna get Flaming Updraft, which is the debuffs again. So I'll go over here. I don't think I want to use it. I'm going to use GS. I don't want to use Apotheosis until the second Flaming Updraft. Because I'll have Apotheosis going into the AoE phase, the Burning Gale. So we're getting Flaming Updraft again. And you want to try to stay within range of your group for this. So again, I have Apotheosis for this because I used it on the second one. That's a pretty common motif in this dungeon set, is that... Ah!
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
Alright, I'm just dead. I don't like dropping all the tornadoes on the same side. Yeah, 2 minute. So we're gonna get Flaming Updraft. Thank goodness it's on me. So I'm just gonna try to get a blue holy word back. Mana is not an issue at this point in the fight. So next Flaming Updraft, I might him during this. I'm also gonna use my my Mastery Trinket for this ability. So Mastery Trinket.
Use that item yet.
Alright, I'm out of the danger zone. I'm gonna him. Like a fight like this, Ultimate Serenity is gonna be very good. Because like everyone's all spread. So like I wish it was fight dependent where like if groups are really spread you just would play Ultimate Serenity, but
I can't attack that target.
Beautiful.
It's
She
still
reminds me of
recharging.
Arisa. My sister was also.
so yeah, you have the
from
Flaming
Alpha,
Updraft
so
and then you have the
threatened.
pushback Ember Dawn Burning Gale.
Let's find the next relic.
That's the two mechanics. There's really nothing else. One thing about the Flaming Updraft is once it hits the ground, once it expires, it's gonna leave the tornado and a puddle on you. So, oops.
Sylvanas didn't ask to be Ranger General, but she gave everything to the task, including her life.
So I would have been way behind because of my drinking, but I used
She trained with a bow gifted by our mother. Undead fanatics have invaded to loot it and anything else that belonged to her.
I need a target.
Oh, it's a survival hunter? I think I want to Apotheosis here. Maybe? I think I can get through without it. I'm just gonna Mastery Trinket, call it good. Like it like quadruples my mastery with my current stats. Alright, fine, I'll just repair. Alright, I gotta get back. 8 seconds on rocket jump. Can I add rocket jump to my cooldown manager? I want to put it on this bottom bar. I'm considering using GS on the tank here. I'm gonna Apotheosis, so I don't really know what this pack does. Try to get Holy Words back during Apotheosis. Alright, I got him back. I'd like to try to, during the last seconds of Apotheosis, if possible, I'd like to try to get Holy Words back. My brain was working too fast, I did.
It's
I'm gonna have to go back and look at what you said, Mendoza. I think I'm gonna divine him. Pulsing Shriek. Okay, so that's interruptible. So they just let me heal that thing for 8 seconds without interrupting it. I'm gonna use my Mastery Trinket. My tank's just getting blasted. Tank says he went too hard. That makes sense. Heal yourself up.
Our mother's bow meant everything to Sylvanas once.
I
I'll
think
leave
I can
it.
do this with 80% mana, so I'm gonna get 80% mana and go see my team. I get the rest of my mana now. Okay, so this boss, there's 2 phases, 2 splattering spews, followed by it's gonna be, the intermission is what I'd call it. So you got splattering spew, very healable with just Halo. Then there's also a fixate thing. I think you stand on the boss and then you leave. That way that they'll be stacked with the boss. I'm not sure if damaging them is that important, honestly. Okay, so I'm gonna apotheosis this splattering spew because it's gonna be active still during debilitating shriek. So the little girl is going to be using Shriek, which is an AoE, and then the big fat guy is using Heaving Yank. So as soon as I move, I'm gonna Halo. It actually lines up really well. You Halo the first one, and then you use him or Apotheosis on the second one. Please don't pick me. It didn't, good. Alright, it didn't pick me, so I can go to the back and bait the puddle. So as soon as I move from this puddle, I'm just spamming flash heal. Alright, I'm gonna divine him. That's actually pretty cringe that can go on the healer. I get to heal check and it went on me twice. It's never gone on me before, I've done this like 5 times. Yeah, that's the whole fight. You use the big guy's grip to interrupt the Banshee, and you heal through the splatter things. So I'm gonna Halo now. I'll just do damage until the fight's over.
Sylvanas was sometimes.
So yeah, I'm doing 10k DPS overall
But she never
with no Holy Fire talents. If you take Holy Fire talents, I think you do, I don't know, 18 to 24 overall, like maybe 15 to 24. So we're losing half of our damage by not taking those spells, but in exchange, I'm getting 2 jumps of Prayer of Mending and a little bit more Prayer of Mending healing. And what that gets me is more benedictions. Like, I'm still unsure whether benediction is procs per minute. If that's the case, then maybe this isn't that big of a gain. But I mean, casting Prayer of Mending as Archon isn't something I think you should do unless somebody's very injured. Unless you're in raid, I think you should probably press it on cooldown. Oh, I'm holy locked. I guess all these guys are ghosts, they're immune to They're immune to fear. Ghosts don't get scared. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not really doing much damage anyway, so I really think it's worth, especially early season. Like later in the season, people are gonna know how to kick every single thing. They're gonna be on top of dispelling poisons and things like that. And at this point in the season, nobody's dispelling but me, and their AoE checks are scary. Like, so if I can get a couple extra permitting bounces per cast, like, and it's doing 5% more on top of that. So it's doing 20% more because it gets 2 extra bounces, and then it's doing 5% more. So it's like, I don't know, maybe 25% or 20 some percent per healing, per mending healing.
For good reason. They took my life.
Like,
Savaged our
most of
home.
my damage is just Halo.
One of Valeria's scouting maps is within.
I'm not being very
Seems to
diligent
recall
about
there were
keeping
ghosts of
Holy
vengeance
Nova on
past.
cooldown. Like, I could probably be
We
at
need that
12,
map found.
12k DPS if I Holy Nova on cooldown like I just did there. Also, I'm not being optimal with my,
I need to target something first.
I'm not being optimal with my, my Halos. I think I've missed a couple casts because I've sat on it for 30 seconds multiple times. But this, we're finally done with the hard trash. Like, there is some really hard trash at the beginning, the ones that give you that magic debuff. Like, that's a really hard trash.
Still recharging.
But now we're on, oh, I wonder if we pulled that on purpose. I'm gonna Apotheosis just in case we did it. So it's the same deal on this next boss. He's gonna, I think I don't remember what he does first. He like leaps on you or something. I can try to figure it out while we're sitting here. Rally Bellows summons a war party. Reckless leap inflicts damage to players within the impact zone. So yeah, he leaps on 2 people, I believe, and then you gotta, Rallying Bellow does pretty big damage. So it's the second set of leaps. You want to use a cooldown so that you have it for the beginning of when he summons his war party, because he's gonna summon a war party. They use chain lightning, they use throw axe, they use, I think there's one more spell that can kill you.
Need to get closer.
This is the throw axe ability. We're gonna see it on the boss as well. The dot that's on people right now.
Windrunner, you'll pay!
Okay. I think his tank buster is more dangerous than most. So he's gonna leap on me, then he's gonna leap on someone else. And the leap also gives you a dot. And you have to stack on people. Okay, so the second set of leaps he's pretty close to when he's gonna use his war party thing. So this set of leaps I'll use Halo and probably Apotheosis. So I'll Halo. It's also very good for movement. And when you get Intimidating Shout, you have to, okay, Rallying Bellow, you have to make sure people are topped for this. So, and then he Blade Storms during the intermission. So he's always going to choose a ranged player, so he's going to choose me every time. I'm the only ranged player. Oh. He chose... Is that Demon Hunter coded as a ranged player? Wow, they just obliterated that, those ads. And give tank GS because he's got the bleed on him. It should be up for the tank buster. Yeah, tank buster's now. He still has it. Okay, so this one I want to use cooldown. So it's the second leap. I'm gonna halo. After the second, I'm gonna just him here. We have to get people healed up before rallying bellow. I might die. Oh, I'm alive. Yeah, rallying bellow is terrifying. So apparently, the new Demon Hunter spec is coded as a ranged player, because this only targets ranged. That's actually pretty cringe that they're coded as ranged for this. So if there's another leap, I'll use Halo. I'll just use Halo now. So this takes us all the way up top.
One last task
This is pretty flawless run. I'm quite pleased with this run. Considering this tank didn't know he couldn't mount, which means he doesn't know anything about the dungeon.
to return peace to the spire. Perhaps then
He must be a
my
pretty good
sisters will
player if
return
this is
to
one of
me.
his first times in here,
There,
because
the restless heart that haunts us.
tanking does have a
Lay it to rest.
pretty high knowledge requirement.
I'm out of range. I don't have a phone.
Okay, so this boss, he's gonna drop these arrows, and okay, so he applied a debuff to us, so we need to use the debuff. We need to use the arrows to get rid of the debuff, so I'm gonna jump on the arrow immediately. And you see the Demon Hunter, the Rogue doesn't know what to do, the tank doesn't know what to do, so I'm just gonna have to heal through this the whole time. Okay, so now we're getting the other thing, so we have to, I'm gonna just apotheosis. You gotta use the arrow to jump over the thing. Alright, let's get Holy Words back. Holy Words are back. So I'm going to use the arrow to clear my buff. Buff is clear. Again, tank and rogue don't know what to do. Gust shot. This is the one... Oh, okay. So you use this circle to destroy the little mobs, the area of denial guys, or you'll run out of room. I kind of want to... As soon as this tank gets 2 stacks, I think I'm going to GS him. And then that's the other mechanic, the single target heal and check. It could be... it's not dodgeable, so it's just going to go on the target. Heal the tank extra, he's trying to battle res. I'm pretty close to just using him. So again, we gotta use the arrows to get rid of our debuff. I'm gonna get rid of it. You should try to maybe wait until you have instant cast spells if people are injured. I'm just gonna him. I'm gonna explain to this rogue what he's doing wrong after the dungeon. Please, no.
My mana is low. I need more mana.
We did it.
At last, spirits that linger within these halls have found peace. I hope that one day my sisters will be able to do the same. As for myself, I shall fill these halls with music until they return home. Thank you, champions.
So that was pretty good. Was pretty good. So our damage was good. We do another key. Diff one, please. I'm trying to get this team to do Myasar Caverns. Okay, so we're going to Algathar Academy. Do I have the portal? Okay, so there is no Algathar portal.
Hi, Coco. What you doing? I need to get some more snacks for you. We're out of kitty treats. I'm sorry, baby. You have wet food. You will have to lump it. Such a hard life. Only having wet food, no kitty treats. Okay, so look, my cooldown manager switched back again. It just constantly switches. I want my perv mending in the most important ability. This is, I put every most important ability right here on all my characters. Like,
Be careful out there.
oh, I need to crop that. What is this called? Magister Terrace. 15, holy. Last boss, didn't die, but good run. So we're gonna do Algathar Academy next. Windrunner, holy, good talking about mechanics. So tank's gonna take a bathroom break. The rogue is relogging, and I am going to smoke. Oh, Mendoza, I can read what you were saying. I didn't check. We should have another prayer of mending as Oracle. For Archon, I like a lot the Ultimate Serenity because you can have a stack easily with some prayer of healing. Flash heal or prayer of mending also helps a lot too. Yeah, I think Ultimate Serenity is it's a really cool playstyle. It's really fun playstyle, but if your group can stack, then you're just gonna have more healing, I think, as um without taking it. Not to mention you have another talent point to spend if you don't do that. Yeah, I can talk about Oracle versus Archon some more. Um, so I've said this before, I'll say it again. Archon just has more raw healing. It has more healing, period. Oracle can perform better than Archon if you're overhealing a lot, because Halo tends to overheal a lot, and Prayer of Mending tends to overheal not very much, and Prayer of Healing tends to overheal a lot. So like more of your healing is going to be from Prayer of Healing as Archon than as Oracle, and Prayer of Healing is a kind of a dumb heal, but in keys it doesn't really matter that much because like you're only using it when all players are injured for the most part. Sometimes you could use a Prayer of Healing if you have Divinity proc. A Prayer of Healing with Divinity proc is going to do more single target healing than a flash heal. So like if the tank is injured and you just used Apotheosis because you want to save the tank, then you can definitely Prayer of Healing on the tank. It'll give other people healing, but your main objective is to Prayer of Healing the tank to get that big heal on him. It's almost feels like a Serenity, a Divinity, um, Divinity proc, well not proc, but Divinity buff Prayer of Healing feels almost like a Serenity plus a like um if Ultimate Serenity felt the way it feels when you cast a Prayer of Healing with Divinity, I think that'd be really fun. But Blizzard said they don't want Ultimate Serenity to be good. Like they want it to be a little bit like they want it to be an HPS loss almost. And I'm like, okay, fine, keep it at 10% or what is it? It's I think it's maybe 15% of the healing splashes. So you could keep it at 15% or 10%, whatever it is. But you have to give it 3 charges. If you want it to be weaker numerically HPS wise, you have to at least give it 3 charges. And honest to God, it should have a 30-second cooldown baseline instead of a 1 minute cool or 50-second cooldown, whatever it is. Because the thing about Ultimate Serenity that people probably don't take into account, so if you have two holy words and they're both on cooldown, every second that passes, you're getting 2 seconds of cooldown reduction. So your Serenity is cooling down 1 second, and your Sanctify is cooling down 1 second during that second. So that's 2 seconds of cooldown reduction. When you have Ultimate Serenity, it's only cooling down 1 second at a time. So you're getting fewer holy words by quite a large margin, and which means less divine image uptime. And divine image is like 5% heal buff. While it's active, it's probably more like a 10% heal buff. So like there's like 4 things wrong with that spell. Like I've never seen a spell where they literally need to change 4 things about it to make it good or to make it the best. Like if you change 3 out of the 4 of the things, I think it would be good, and it would be a key by key basis. You'd be like, okay, this key, the hardest boss is a spread boss, so I can't use Sanctify, so I'm gonna use Ultimate Serenity, right? But And that would be an interesting choice. And Holy has basically zero choices on the talent tree. We have one play style, which is Prayer of Healing now. Whether you're Oracle or Archon, Prayer of Healing is probably the most important spell that we have. Contrast that with Mythic Plus in season in War Within. Prayer of Healing, you literally didn't even take it. Like you literally never cast Prayer of Healing because we had tools to combat AoE healing. We had Piety, we had Hymn, we had Apotheosis, and you'd basically just save your Sanctifies for when AoE damage happened. You wouldn't, but uh, in Midnight, there's sometimes I use Sanctify because I'm casting a lot of Prayer of Healings. So if I don't use it while I have 2 stacks, I'm gonna waste a cast. Also, um, it does feel bad that the only way you can get Sanctify off cooldown is with Prayer of Healing. We no longer have Renew. Like Empowered Renew was, I think that's, I think War Within Season 3 was my favorite Holy Priest design ever. Second would be when we fought Fyrak and we had uh, Salvation. That was my favorite for Raid. My favorite for Dungeons was definitely War Within Priest. And I don't think it's particularly close. Like, I liked Shadowlands Holy Priest. Um, I really liked Nightfae Shadowlands Holy Priest. What was it? Benediction the not Benediction the other Holy Priest Covenant, the light themed covenant that gave you the high damage dealing potential was pretty fun too. But I have the most fun as a healer when I feel like I have full agency over whether the group dies, or at least very high agency, where it's like even if they don't use a cooldown, like a defensive cooldown, I can still heal through whatever is going to come, like on uh like 2 or 3 levels below title range. If I can, you should be able to heal through everything that's coming at you, even if they don't use a defensive, um, unless there's like a big overlap, right? And then when you get to the title range, then players are actually good and you can count on them to use defensives. But when it requires defensives to live things um, on, say, like a 15, that's actually really cringe and it's not really fun to play healer. On 15 in max gear, it feels like there's quite a bit of leeway. Like, I feel like I could heal through a lot of the AoE in a 15 without a healing cooldown, with strictly just holy words and prayer of healing. Um, I think probably, I think I could time a 17 today with how much I know about the dungeons. And I don't know, I could maybe time a 19 with a little more practice,
Fatality.
but I don't know, 40% more damage, I feel like that's where it would start to be pretty rough, where you have to manage your cooldowns like near perfect to win. So, after hopefully I can test Mayasara Caverns today. That's like the last dungeon I need to test again. Uh, because I have a pretty weak understanding of it. Um, I have a pretty strong understanding of most of the dungeons except for Mayasara, and then Pit of Sauron. I need a little bit. I think I understand Pit of Sauron, but I need a couple more runs to before I would say I understand Pit of Sauron. Also, some of the trash in Nexus Point is not very intuitive, so I think I need to read like the dungeon journal or the mythic dungeon tools abilities that they do before I understand Nexus Point. It just seems it seems a little unintuitive to me. Can someone tell me if we're like ready to play? Like I think I'm in the dungeon just waiting for a ready check. I'm gonna leave this tank after this one. It might be a long time in the queue because I need to test my Asara. Like I need to test it. I have uh
Fatality.
like 12 days till I go on vacation for a week. So I need to get all my testing done before vacation, and then I can. Uh, I also want to get my base. Um, I'm gonna talk about all the dungeon bosses in like a 40-minute video. I did it once before, but I came to realize, oh, like I was gonna publish it yesterday or on Friday, but I came to realize, there was something on Windrunner's Spire that I didn't understand correctly, so I just redid that. So I can use that video in um the talk about thing where I just explain, hey, this is what happens, this is the mechanic cadence, this is when to use cooldowns, these are how to do the boss mechanics to not die. So I think I can, maybe I'll record that tonight if I do my SR caverns and feel comfortable enough. Like it doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be, like if 7 out of 8 of the dungeons I do a really good job about explaining what's going on, then like that would be pretty good.
Fatality.
Oh, I just realized I can do some prep work while I'm on vacation. I have the slowest internet like imaginable on vacation.
Fatality.
At the ski condo. But I'll have my laptop, so I'll be able to take all the dungeon boss abilities and make a folder with all the abilities, and then I'll be able to make uh my high effort guides. Like I'm gonna, I might have a bunch of them. I might like so my guide for how all the dungeons work from a healer perspective. Oh, we're ready to go. It's kind of low effort, but I felt like I'm gonna try to do medium effort, where I will add the spell like the tooltip text to the screen when I'm talking about the abilities on the bosses. Okie dokie. So we're gonna play without drums. Only leatherworkers can make drums, is what people are saying.
It's not ready yet.
Okay, I can test the benediction thing. Uh, Oh, my cooldown manager moved my spells again. We'll see if it changes my spells again. Why are we got a 1 minute countdown? Okay, I can't listen to. I'm listening to like hard rock right now. I can't listen to that anymore. And listen to Pink and stuff. Oh, my amazing! My cooldown manager didn't change. Okay, I gotta reset all the data on my details. So this is a haste buff. I like the haste buff. It puts me close to, I think it's like 27 haste or something.
Wonderful.
It has been quite some
38
time
haste?
since the
What?
academy has been
Okay, I'm
open.
gonna get crit.
Seems like
Reverse.
indeed. Come with us. It should only take a moment to set
No
up the
shot I have
nearest
30.
center.
These
I have a lot of
light ships must
haste.
have grown
Oh, I
large
forgot. I
while
changed
we
my
were
rings out, so
away.
I got some new rings, so I changed them so I had more haste.
If you could, clear them out while we realign the life magics of this
Oh
place.
no, I don't. Oh, this is not gonna be fun, man. We can reset. I wanted to try to do big damage, but I can't because I don't have any damage spells. Like, I think I can do 150 or 200k DPS on this pole if I apotheosis. Tank? Can we?
It's too far away.
For the VOD. I want from me.
We are just about.
Can we go?
Wait, Ichistras. There's too much life magic. What are you doing?
There's no point.
There is too much nature. What are you doing?
What is that thing? This is your fault.
Absolutely.
Alright, fine.
Please.
If you haven't played this dungeon before, then that pole, basically, everyone in the historically has done that pole as one giant pole with Bloodlust. We didn't have Bloodlust even. So he's about to use Germinate, which summons some little tiny trees below us. So I'll Halo. We're getting Branch Out. Branch Out is the main healer mechanic on this fight. So you see everyone got a bleed, I'll Divine him. The bleed gets cleansed by when the tree dies. So the tree dies, it turns into a green circle. And now we're gonna have Germinate again, so we're gonna have to stack, and then you go clockwise. So there's no Branch Out this time. It looks like Branch Out is about 1 minute apart. I think it's like 54 seconds apart if I remember correctly. So I'm gonna use my Mastery Trinket and Branch Out. This is the guy, the Ancient Branch. If you can, you want to put a Holy Fire on him. Because the sooner he dies, the sooner you can stack up and get ready for the next mechanic. So watch, I'm going to leave people dead here, and they're going to get full healed, and the mechanic gets cleansed. So yeah, I think this is from a healing standpoint. I don't think there's any trash. I think the Feximus trash can kill you from a healer standpoint. You could lose somebody to the birds in theory, but I don't think in practice you'll lose someone to the birds. The birds are the next pull. We're gonna drop down and we'll fight some birds. So this pull you can just spam DPS. That's why I wish I was in DPS spec. I could do a lot more. I do double DPS. I think I just want to PI someone. It should be up for the beginning of the boss, as well as it's about 2 to 2.5 minutes into the boss is going to be when you put the fireballs in to the boss. So you'll be doing, it's also a damage amp when that happens. So having PI for the damage amp is actually pretty big, particularly because we don't have Bloodlust.
Look at this Lishrath arena. Wait, what are these birds doing here?
Okay, so I am spec'd into the superpowered him and the superpowered Apotheosis. The Circle of Healing Apotheosis. So I'm gonna Halo now. I might waste one or two of the things. But I'm hoping it'll be up for the second the third bird pack. So the first bird pack is just little eagles. The second bird pack has an alpha eagle, one alpha eagle, and the third bird pack has 2 alpha eagles. So what the alpha eagle is gonna do, he's gonna in about 2 seconds he's gonna cast a spell that does Raging Screech. That's it. It's gonna do AoE damage. It's not really dangerous by itself. You have plenty of time to heal it up. So I'm just gonna let my mastery heal people up. And my circle of healings, I guess. Okay, so next is going to be 2 Alpha Eagles. So the Alpha Eagles will cast Raging Screech, one after the other. So that's when you want to use a cooldown, probably. I mean, there's really nothing you need it for at the beginning of the next fight. So I'm going to use Halo here. Apotheosis. And that's what they do. So I mean, ultimately, I don't know if you need a cooldown for that. Like, it really isn't that threatening. If it was a dot on top of, like, the initial damage, probably would be pretty threatening.
I will activate the goals for Lishrath. That is talent toss for you soft skins. Use them to get her attention. At least we know that works. Watch yourselves.
So I chose to prayer healing or prayer mending the warlock because his prayer mending was getting close to running out. It's a good practice to try to prayer mending somebody whose stacks are running low on time. So in this situation, I want to prayer mending the rogue. His is about to run out. Even though he has 14 stacks, I want to prayer mending the rogue to refresh the duration. So deafening screech. This is the mechanic. The first one, I believe the first one does less damage than every consecutive one. It gets progressively more damage from deafening screech. Oh, I forgot to okay, so I used Halo for the second screech. Yeah? So the meta for this season is to put the things in on the wind one. You do wind first, it gives a haste buff somehow. But for some reason I haven't seen everyone get the haste buff. Like, the only one who has the haste buff is... Like, how do you get it?
Ay, caramba!
So during the wind phase, you try not to use any cooldowns if possible. Like, I could use him to catch up if I felt I absolutely needed to. You kind of just want to burn some mana during wind phase and then save cooldowns for fire phase. So the phase 1, it just has the deafening screech. Phase 2 has the deafening screech plus the wind. And we're getting close to running into phase 3. So you have to put the orbs in the thing with the extra action button before... Okay, so we're about to get the damage amp. So damage amp is coming. I'm gonna Halo. It's double 75% increased damage for I'm not sure how long. He's gonna be casting... So he's gonna be casting Deafening Screech here. You cannot be casting a spell when he does it, it will interrupt you. It would have been actually a good time to cast Apotheosis, like while that mechanic is going out. gotta catch up. I'm in Apotheosis and I'm falling behind. I'm Divine Him this. Oh. Yeah, if that Deafening Screech had gone out, we might have wiped. Like, so that's why you Bloodlust that boss. Because each Deafening Screech gets a little bit more dangerous. And, there's also the AoE ticking damage during the fire phase, which is why people are doing fire phase second now. The Vicious Ravager is probably the second most dangerous mob in here.
Still recharging.
What it used to do is it used to charge at somebody. Now it teleports to you. So watch, it's going to teleport to me, put a dot on me. And I also have a dot from something else.
Only
Ah!
the strongest survive.
I think this is a wipe. 2 Vicious Ravagers is pretty rough. I didn't realize we pulled extra. So, I mean... Yar. He says extra pulled, so it was not intentional. I might have been able to recover that on a 15. I might have been able to outplay that, but I don't know. I think odds are like 80%. Like if I got to do that 5 times, I probably would,
I'm out of range.
1 or 2 times I would save us. So he's gonna jump. Why are we doing 2 of them? Okay, next time I see the jumps coming out. Okay, jumps are coming out.
Your
Oh, I'm
survival
just dead.
wasn't necessary.
Okay, I think maybe 0 times out of 5 I could handle that. I got meleeed. Okay. We're gonna reset, most likely. If one of the damage dealers is really low, I think we should just get Bloodlust. No tank left. Why you gotta be so angry, tank? There's a Myasara 17. I think I can get into Myasara 17 if I switch to disc and trick this tank into inviting me. This guy battle friended me. Your battle tag list is different on PTR than it is on regular for some reason.
Welcome, friend.
I don't know why he would replace the whole group. Like, we could have just replaced the rogue and we would have gained a lot of damage and we would have gained bloodlust. And also it seemed like he didn't know what was going on. Like, I don't know exactly. So for Algathar Academy, I think you play. So I'll change this name to Mythic Plus HPS, and then I'll make a new one, Mythic Archon, Mythic Plus DPS. So I do have my midnight talent builds. I gotta go to this, copy these, go to my talent builds. Um, so Archon, HPS, I think probably for Magisters, Seed of the Triumvirate, uh, probably Windrunner, probably Pit. Mm, I feel like my Asara isn't that hard to heal, so I'll. And then Skyreach would be DPS, so HPS would be like this. And DPS can be like green. So my DPS build, I'll export that. Go to my HPS build. Oh, and I also need to, I haven't done my utility spreadsheet yet. So there's like utility. So WoW Mythic Plus Season 1 Midnight Dispels. Yeah, I posted on Twitter about that. Hey guys, can you follow my Twitter please? It's a tooltip bug. It was never bugged on PTR. It's a bug on on uh on retail pre-patch. So it was never bugged on PTR. But if you guys can follow my Twitter please. I'm trying to become a Twitter boy too. Like I've look at all these posts. These posts are all in the last couple weeks. Anyway, we'll go back to what we were trying to accomplish. Yeah, that's okay. I have it partially. If you subscribe to Twitter and you verify your account, then you get grok, you get high powered grok. Like you get a little bit smarter grok. So that's part of the reason I did it, but also it's like I'm trying to grow my Twitter account. So if I spend like 10% of my money that I make from streaming on Twitter, there's a chance that in, 30 months or something, I'll also have Twitter revenue stream. What battle pet? Oh, what happened? He must have just given up. Well, damn it. Okay. So I gotta make a Myasara Caverns key and Hearth. Where is this? Man, there it is. This is it. Yeah. So purges will be added later. So this is what I need. I could do Magister's Terrace again, but I've done Magister's Terrace quite a bit, man. Maybe I just come and do Magister's Terrors. Well, I'll give it a minute. See if my group gets any applicants. Oh, is that true? I don't know. I'd have to look into that. I don't really care about battle pets that much. Invite. Dang it. Demon Hunter and someone else. Okay, good. Okay, good. It is gonna be not that bad to get a group going. DK? He... Oh, no, Grok is the AI that X owns. Yeah, X made an AI. So I use AI for my healing spreadsheet. So, so like you see, I have all the timers for Algothar Academy already done. I went, I take the I take the Warcraft logs from a level as high a level as people are doing, so that the fights are as long as possible, and then I transfer that data using AI. I copy the events and use AI to get me a static timer, and then I also make it get this, so I can copy paste this in here. Um, so it's pretty cool. Hmm. Oh, I gotta open my. Whoops. Dang, I'm not gonna get any. We have a really good comp for a priest, I think. So Algothar Academy has a bleed. It has enrage. Increasing the attack speed of nearby eagles, so I would say enrage is optional. Because I know what that spell does. It has Mass Dispel is good here. And then it has a poison for the first boss. Okay, so I'll go back and try to do that after. Okay, so I decided I was going to use a DPS build in my Asara, I think. Like, it's such a small amount of HPS we're gaining by dropping these two talents. I don't think I need it in here, but I could be wrong. Honestly, for the good of the stream, it'd probably be better if I used HPS build, because if we fail, then the group will fall apart and I'll be back to square one. I think I just play HPS build, and if I decide I don't think we need it, because I feel like the first boss trash area is a little bit sketch. Warlock is so valuable, man. It's by far the best battle res, I think. So it's possible the first pull is just going to be demonic. I've done a couple different routes in here, and the first pull was just kind of insane. Yeah, first pull I think you just pull huge in Bloodlust on a medium level dungeon. Dang it, I didn't get Apotheosis out fast enough. Like, I don't understand any of the trash in here except for the one guy. It's like a hulking Goliath. He's an elephant. There's really no excuse for letting that guy die. Um, I definitely should have had Apotheosis rolling on a Bloodlust pole. Like, generally speaking, you probably want to use Apotheosis close to the beginning of a Bloodlust pole. Like, you want to hold off as long as you can, which is what I was trying to do, but you really shouldn't wait longer than 10 seconds on a Bloodlust pole. Because a Bloodlust pole shouldn't be longer than 40 seconds. So if you wait 10 seconds, you'll have Apotheosis from 10 till 30 seconds. And so you just have 10 more seconds to try to heal. Like, the penalty for losing a DPS... I don't know what's going on. I might be dead. Okay, I'm glad I used my HPS build. Who's texting me? I'm on GS myself, heal other people. If I die, I die. What is this fire thing? Is that the AoE? What is this debuff? It looks like it doesn't hurt the tank. It looks like it just... It might be like a area of something thing. So apparently you do not want to be stacked on the other DPS because they just shoot a laser at you. I don't think I've ever done that. I've never gone this way ever. Okay, Bear, Berserker, Berserker, Hexer. Okay, Hexer I think is probably the most important to monitor. He at the minimum has a Shadow Bolt type ability. I will use healer damage does feel undertuned compared to tanks this season, like a lot more than usual. So if playing an HPS build makes it so you can keep tanks alive better, I hate it so much that Apotheosis does nothing when you cast it, man. Like, it's not an oh shit button if it makes you... And it's not even like that big a mana save anymore. It used to be like huge. Like, it was insane mana save, but they nerfed it. Like, they nerfed it. We used to get 100% free Holy Words during Apotheosis, and then they're like, oh, well, you guys have Answered Prayers, so Answered Prayers makes it so you get, you have like super high uptime on your Apotheosis. So I'll Halo here. So because of that, they're like, well, you have such high uptime on Apotheosis, we shouldn't give you as much mana regen from Apotheosis, so we're gonna take half of it away. And then they got rid of Answered Prayers, and it's like, the nerf wasn't in the game because of Apotheosis. The nerf was in the game because of Answered Prayers, which after your prayer bending bounced 50 times, you would get Apotheosis. So that was another reason why Oracle was better than Archon, because you had like 30% more prayer bendings. So they basically nerfed everything that was good about Oracle.
I don't have a target.
Why am I in combat? Are they still fighting people? I hate my frames, man. They're a little better. But... Okay, this is Hulking Juggernaut. He's scary. He is going to do an AoE spell, and I do believe it interrupts you as well. Deafening Roar. Okay, so I'll try to hold off for... I have held off enough. I was holding off to cast Halo. I was hoping that it would be up or active for the next Deafening Roar of the Juggernaut. We might get one more. Deafening Roar, it's coming. I know the Hexers are dangerous. I'm not exactly sure why the Hulking Juggernaut's dangerous. I think there's a one pack before Vordaza that's scary.
An interloper, but you won't take my prey from me.
Where's my tank? Oh, he's really far. I got a rocket jump. We'll give him GS. I gotta heal other people who are not the tank because they have a heal absorb. Oh, Halo in 2 seconds. I have a Divine Hymn in case people get injured. I'm gonna Divine Hymn. I think tank's in trouble. Tank's dead.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
Looks like we're still trying to time. I think we can still time. I think we can time with one full wipe. So, oh, are we done? We're done ge unlocking everything. So there's these like slave guys that need to be rescued from the tyranny of the trolls. And so you have to, I think, rescue 6 or 8 of them before you can do the first boss. I've never seen such low percentage with all of the guys captured. Like I've seen like 60% before you start first boss. I just tried to spam Holy Nova, it didn't work. So I gotta figure out who applies the heal absorb. I think that's the goal this time through. There's also a hex. So the hexers, they have a hex, and you must dispel it, otherwise you lose all your damage, and the pull takes forever, and then you die. So Mage Food is actually a bait. It's way worse. This is 7% mana every second, and this is 100% mana over 20 seconds. Now it sounds like it's actually similar, but it's not, because I got Apotheosis here. So I guess I just have perma Circle of Healing with Apotheosis because I'm testing the capstone ability. Yeah, so Apotheosis feels very, very, very strong with that. I wonder how much healing. I'll Divine Hymn. I think that Heal Absorb is actually dispellable. It might be a disease, honestly. So how much healing was... Benediction was second healing? I casted a lot of Benedictions though. Like I don't think it's that worth. I don't think it's worth in keys, like at all. Okay, so this boss, there's a disease dispel. I do not have my disease. Whoops. So it's actually a hard heal check if you have no disease dispel. It's relatively hard. So he does a single target thing. So you have to get frozen when he charges you. That's the mechanic. He'll break the ice block instead of... Can you res him, Warlock, please? Apotheosis here. We're gonna be fighting this boss quite a while. So he's does some area of denial here when he does that. Okay, next time the disease comes out, I'm gonna use Halo. Oh, he's using. Disease it out, haloing. I'm Did I not start with full mana, or did I just like play really, really, really badly? Well, this is actually good for my mana. Like, this is actually, unironically, was a good death. Alright, I'm gonna divine him here. Uh-oh. Alright, Apotheosis.
If I don't get ya, Necrax will. Frozen in fragments.
I need more mana.
Necrax, strike.
Not enough mana.
In for the heart.
My mana is
Put them down,
I can't
Necrax.
use that item yet.
Halo.
You won't.
How long has this fight been? 4 minutes long? Okay, so it's kind of reasonable to be out of mana on a 4-minute fight. That does have constant taking damage.
Right into my. Necrax, no!
A good kill, Hashura. And I rescued all that was still alive. But why did Murojin bring them here? The kidnapping won't stop until we get to the root of the evil. Follow me. That not be natural. And the energy flowing into it. This is hex magic. Using the souls of the dead in powerful magic spells. I hope this is not why they brought my kin here.
Okay, so it looks like we are
Charging.
resetting the dungeon. But we can't devote to abandon because the guy DC'd. Or he rage quit. I think he DC'd though. There's no reason to rage quit there. Yeah, I don't think I can heal through this dungeon without all healing talents. I've kind of been toying with the idea of using lasting words again. Like, there are some dungeons I think you could definitely take lasting words instead of divinity. Because lasting words helps you outside of apotheosis. So if apotheosis is strong enough to carry the mechanic without divinity, then you just get. I would take this, and I would take. I mean, I guess you could take off Light in the Darkness. You could do this, but I don't know. I feel like that starts to be a little sketchier. But at the same time, if you're taking Renew, then it's maybe good. So if you're in a raid, if you have a bunch of raid talents, I think you do this. Like I feel like this could be a good build. So why not try this? I'll try this. I think that's pretty solid. And I think Renew shows on your party frames now. I'm not sure, but I do believe it does now. It does, so that's good. So I'll go back to trying to do this. So Magister's Terrace. It literally just has magic. Huh.
Interesting.
Oh. Wasn't reset. I'm stuck in here. Okay, so my Sara has bleed. Disease is mandatory. Almost. I think you could heal through it. Like if you're a Resto Druidess, you probably heal through it. It has an Enrage. I'm not sure if it's important. Caster Enrage is increasing their damage done by 20% and increasing their attack speed by 30% for 20 seconds. So, I mean, it sounds important, but maybe. I think it's optional. I don't think Mass Dispel is like. I have it listed as OP. Maybe I thought it. Maybe there is a 2-target debuff. The Nexus Point has a curse. Curses all enemies within 60 yards to take 10% increased damage. Okay. Cursed by ill omens from Soothsayer Sargol, increasing all damage taken. I want to say that curse is optional. It doesn't sound that deadly, and I know about the bad omens. They're the creeping void thing. It's just 10% damage. So inflicts 3 shadow damage to enemies within 60 yards. So it actually does damage? Huh. Mass Dispel's super good in Nexus Point. So Pit of Sauron, I do believe the curse is going to be. I do believe it's required in Pit. The disease, route dependent. I don't think that the enrage was mandatory. I think the enrage is optional. Magic, magic. So Pit. I think Mass Dispel is also good in Pit. So Seat, enrage, inflicts 50% increased physical damage. This effect stacks. That sounds like it's mandatory. I think it's mandatory. I think Seat has some OP Mass Dispel shenanigans in it. Yeah, sorry, forgot was lead. Whoops, I was the leader. I was like, man, this is taking a long time. We're not finding anyone. So Skyreach. Fan of Blades is a bleed? Oh, that's pretty good.
Fatality!
I think this would be fine.
Fatality!
So Skyreach, Enrage. Caster becomes enraged, increasing haste by 30%, and pulses a powerful gust that inflicts nature damage every 2 seconds. That seems kind of mandatory. And I think you just take Mass Dispel in every dungeon. Oh, I need to reset it. Again, I forgot I was lead. So Windrunner Spire, I think poison's really good. I guess I'd call it optional, but I think it's... I don't want to set foot in that place without a poison dispel on a high key. I don't want to do that. So I was the group leader this whole time, guys. I completely forgot. My little group leader icon is kind of covered up by my heal icon. But these guys are being good sports.
Yeah, what do you want? Hurry back.
Okay, so Windrunner has poison dispel. Is OP. And I think Enrage is good. I'm very sorry, people. I'm trying to be efficient with time, but I'm trying to be exciting. We're trying a different build this time. We're trying the Lasting Words build. See if the Renew spec is completely dead. We'll find out. Oops.
You need to get closer. It's too far away.
Ah, my cooldown manager got changed again. I gotta reset my damage done as well.
I'm out of range.
I'm not very high mastery.
Need a target. Not ready.
Alright, I got Apotheosis. I do not want to lose my Shaman this run. Let's find out how much Renew healing is going to be. I'm just going to Divine him. We did not Bloodlust.
Another widow back. Another bag of coin for Murujin.
He be the one bringing my people here. People that
It's too far away.
We did that Bloodlust pull without Bloodlust with Renew build. Maybe it's still really good. What does this debuff do? Is it? Oh, that's what makes the puddles? You just spawn puddles periodically? Okay. So ideally, if we could track people's offensive cooldowns, we would dispel people who have offensive cooldowns. I think you mass dispel that.
Who be stealing my kill? Who be letting Alazi's little kittens go?
Their news doing 5% healing. Maybe I like this build a lot. Maybe I do. I really like this a lot. Because it's doing 5% healing, plus it's giving me 10% healing while it's active. Like, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy powerful. It does feel like we have a lot of holy words. So like you're getting guaranteed 10% healing during an AoE part. Like as assuming people can stack. You're getting 10% tank healing because you can keep renew up through the use of Holy Serenity. I think I like this build a lot so far. I think this pull is kind of hard, maybe. I think I'd use it Apotheosis here. Use Halo as well. Like it's also a big Apotheosis buff, having the renews. Plus it's just nostalgia. So this is the guy. I do think that the Enraged Dispel is optional.
I can't attack that.
Someone just picked up something off that table. I wonder what it was. I don't know any of the RP. Like there's a... I think in Magister's Terrace there's something good that you get. Like a buff that you can get as Holy. Or as Priest. I don't know. Renew is doing like perma 5%. Not to mention the buff we get. I think we're gonna get the second Juggernaut Roar, so I'll interrupt.
What does my eagle
So this is the RP for the dungeon. You have to rescue these troll slaves from the mean trolls.
Antelope, but you won't take my prey from me.
I will Halo. I think that's enough. I want to get a couple Lightweaver stacks. I really like this build a lot. like me. So a Hexer and a Shadowbinder. Let's watch the Shadowbinder, see what he does. Is the Shadowbinder the guy with the heal absorb? I do believe that might be the case. I don't think it's the Hexer, because I know the Hexer has like Shadow Bolt. Isle Apotheosis, this pull is kind of scary.
I need to target something first.
I might have started the last time without mana, because I ran out of mana at like 2.5 minutes, which is really bad.
I'm out of range.
I did heal through it for 4 minutes though, so I think we're good. Okay, so this is the first mechanic. He puts a disease out on people. Then he's going to launch freezing traps. Quillstorm is a dodge mechanic. You just gotta dodge the stuff on the ground. Okay, so Quillstorm, I think I'm gonna Halo for this, because it's a dodge mechanic. So this, whoever gets charged by this, they have to get themselves frozen. So the shaman just got charged. He went into a freezing trap, froze himself. Oh, and I should be dispelling on cooldown. So by the end of it, so I'll instant dispel myself. I'll divine him. And then a couple seconds after him, I can dispel again.
I'm out of range.
With me, Necrax.
I'm dead.
Right on target.
I got frozen.
Necrax, fly.
Where's my warlock? What a clutch warlock play.
That's where the blood flows.
I'll rebuff the warlock. So I'll dispel me. Maybe I kind of want to be dispelling the shaman. I think I dispel druid next.
Aim for the heart. Take them down, Necrax.
I can't use that item yet.
I need to make these icons so I can click through them.
You won't.
My game just got confused because of that.
Stick 'em, Necrax.
So I'll dispel shaman first. Dispel me. Then I'll dispel druid.
With me, Necrax.
So this is the movement spell.
Right on target.
Still recharging.
Necrax.
So yeah, that's the mechanics.
Where the blood flows. You're gonna pay for that.
A good
How long
king
was that fight?
and I rescued
311,
all that was still
and
alive.
I was at 20%
But
mana,
why did
and I was a
Neurogen
little bit
bring them
inefficient.
here? The
So I think I
kidnapping
could
won't
heal
stop
that for
until
4
we get to
minutes
the root of
before
the
I run
evil. Follow me.
which is kind of what you want.
It's not ready yet.
That not be natural, and the energy flowing into it. This is
Wow, we only have
magic,
47%
using the
before first
souls of the
boss.
dead in
We're doing a
powerful
lot more
magic
trash
spells.
than I did in my
I
other
hope
runs.
this is not why they brought my
Last?
kin here. If the maker of that
When?
monstrosity be here, we must stop them and make sure their creation is put down.
That was kind of a dumb mass dispel. My dispel was like 1 second off cooldown. I'm gonna say mass dispel is kind of weak here compared to the other dungeons. There's only one other time this dungeon I thought mass dispel was like very good. So I don't want to use GS on this tank until his external's over. I just want to spam heal him. So Halo. This is the Bloodlust Bowl. This is a mini boss apparently. So I GS the tank, maybe? He just got to Mega Shield, so I guess not.
It be worse than we thought. How many of my people
It's
have
just
died
all the
here?
trash just seems like not threatening in this place. Like okay, so Purge is good here too. Oh, this is a good thing to master spell. Huh? I'm gonna divine him. Apotheosis as well. Maybe master spell is actually super good here. I lied. "12 seconds on master spell. So I Halo. Sandstorm. I envy DPSers. Hey Mari. It's going very well today. I did some plumbing work on a rental property. And keys have been going quite nicely. That's a root? A root during... What is going on? Oh, if I just step on this guy, it roots me? Oh, okay. That's good to know. Oh, the little guys are just... So Halo? Maybe they buffed the trash since I played. If I get that debuff on me, and I'm not scared of losing people, I'm gonna try to read it. Ah! I'm up top. Can't get me tornadoes, I'm up top. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, it's the only dopamine you get from playing Holy right now. I'm trying a different build than I had been playing. I'm trying with Lasting Words. I can't dispel you, Druid. So these are the guys where it's like an anti-mass dispel talent. Because if you mass dispel those debuffs, let's divine him. Yeah, well, it was kind of like not really testable because you used to not be able to see renew on your frames. And there's literally a thing that makes you do 10% more healing with people who have renew. So like, that's definitely something you should be tracking. if you're running renewed faith. I don't understand this trash at all. I've done this dungeon like 8 times, and half the times we didn't get past first boss. So like I have no idea what this trash does.
You confront her, I gonna release all the souls
I guess the
can
berserkers
find.
you want to dispel them, so when they lose their shield, they do big damage. So you want to be purging them as the healer if possible. If there's more than one, you don't want them to expire at the same time just through AoE. So they just did an update a little while ago where that's renew, prayer mending, and um, I think there was something they added for disc. You can choose. They added very rudimentary buff filtering, so you're gonna be able to take renew out of um
It's still recharging.
What's these?
your things.
New souls for my experiments?
We need to get closer.
Okay. Anyway, I asked if they could explain because we have 14 minutes.
This affliction hit hard.
So drain soul. So that's the tank buster. Then we got rest phantoms. And the phantoms have to be run into each other. So I wonder if you can get the debuff as a tank, as a healer. So you run the debuffs into each other. Okay, so when the mobs are out, you need to have a healing cooldown. I didn't, but I just spent a bunch of mana instead. That's it? Rest phantoms is the whole fight? Okay, that makes sense.
You cannot stand against a vile branch.
Seems like a divine hymn angle.
This affliction.
Alright, no divine hymn. Okay, so rest phantoms in 9, so I'll use Halo for that. I'm actually kind of low on mana. I gotta budget a little better.
Go.
So Halo.
Suffer.
I think I'm gonna hymn to catch up. Also to save mana.
I gonna poison your soul.
Let's see if this guy gives me innervate.
Tormented from beyond the grave.
Good luck, everyone. I have nothing for this. I want to die first. Alright, good. This is actually very good for me. I can heal people up, then die. I gotta die. Gotta get rezzed.
It's still recharging.
This boss is pretty cool.
This affliction hit hard. Go, make them suffer. You accomplished nothing.
Yeah,
Rakdul. But her evil lives on.
Okay, so
There'll still be many angry
there's the
souls. I
damage you
will
take
keep them busy
when
and keep them from feeding the monster.
the guys collide, the
But the
ads
monster be
collide.
up to you.
Okay, this one you wanna dispel right away. And I'll dispel another one. So now I'll let the other ones... When the buff... No way, you can stun them? I gotta ask after that with the dungeon, what they did.
Your survival
Fuck.
wasn't necessary.
I don't have a toss.
Dang, we were getting 2 chests if I had kept it at 2 deaths. But I failed the RP because I wanted to type things. I gotta figure out what that debuff does. Okay.
I need to target something first.
Good shit. We're going good. Bound Defender. It sounds like it would hurt the tank, if you ask me. Well, Halo? I think I will also Soul Storms. So that's a dodge mechanic. So the pack before this I should have used Apotheosis, I think. Because that was by the skin of my teeth I made it. I'll just Apotheosis now. I think we're on boss. After this, it doesn't really matter. That's why I'm a goblin, because I'm out of position and I do not die.
Be careful. He seems powerful and unstable.
I really like that the healer can't get the mechanic on my warlock got blasted. I wonder how many people's keys are just gonna get wiped because of
I can't use that item yet.
dying to this gauntlet thing. I imagine it's a lot. Like, that's gonna be one of the most frustrating ways to lose a high key. Oh no!
Only the strongest survive.
Dang. So it's a bit tighter than we would like. We've lost 2 minutes to dying. Yeah, that's what I was confused about too. Blizzard is too dumb to be able to have... Okay, so you want to spread out. I'll talk about it after. He jumps on 3 people. That's basically it. Then he like grips us or something. I don't understand this debuff on people. Let's divine him. Yeah, I knew it gripped you in. I did 100. That was 100k boss healing, and it was like all burst. That's pretty rough, man. Wow, that was a crit. Benediction did quite a bit of damage. What is this? Is it a damage buff? Damage increased 150%? Okay, it's a damage amp. So I have to make it through one more phase and then we win. So less than 3 deaths and we win. I should have PI'd the damage amp. Oh, you can completely dodge it. That's actually completely dodgeable if you're running the whole time. Alright, Apotheosis. Okay, I want to get Holy Words back during the end of this Apotheosis. Man, this is actually kind of tight. I'll divine him. So this is like a long boss because it looks like it's probably a 4-minute boss.
Well done, mortal. With the creature dead and the vile branch gone, we with the bark all be sleeping a little safer. For now, we will always be looking over our shoulders at the vile branch. Come back with me. The chief be having a reward for you.
Okay, I understand how to heal Vorduza. Vordaza now. Cool. Okay, so I gotta crop this. What good sports, dude. Maya Sara Caverns. Holy Priest. Renew build. Archon. Okay, so I have Maya Sara Caverns timed as holy now. So I need Nexus, Algathar, Magister's Terrace, and Pit as holy.
Looking for someplace new to explore? Fatality! 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 Fatality!
My tank is leaving.
Fatality!
But we were able to use the tank. Oh, the warlock got into something else. No.
Fatality!
I don't know if I need Bloodlust or not. I kind of want Bloodlust for Pit of Sauron. Like, I think Glacial Boss is really hard in Pit of Sauron.
Fatality! Fatality!
I think rogues are bad, man. I think they're just terrible. Not really sure, but I think they're just bad.
Fatality! 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 Fatality!
Yeah, I thought we needed Lust.
Fatality! 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 Fatality!
The good thing about doing my own key is I can make a bunch of 16s.
Fatality! Fatality!
I don't know, maybe it's possible, but
Fatality!
anecdotally, PTR Dungeons damage meter, I feel like I've never seen a rogue be top. I'm not gonna be that picky. I think this is last key though. Like, I think we're coming up on 3 hours. We're at coming up on 4 hours, so I stopped being able to talk, like perma talk.
Fatality!
Um when
Fatality!
mm,
Fatality!
do we have a drums? Do you have a drums?
Fatality!
Like, there's a reason radio programs are like usually segmented into 4 hours. They have different hosts every 4 hours.
Fatality!
So I think Myasar Caverns is one of my least favorite. I think my favorite is I think Algthar is my favorite. Just because I've done it before and it's actually just fun. Like, there's something fun about doing Algthar and doing first pull and being at 250k DPS or something like that.
Well, spit it out!
Pit of Sauron actually has really fun
Keep it real!
music.
Welcome, friend!
I don't really want to teleport to